So at the very end of my mission, I was put with a companion that I really didn't think I was going to get along with. She was really opposite from me. She was very into fashion. She was, her job before she became a missionary was to cut hair. Like, she was just very into that, and I am not. I put my hair in a braid every day of my whole mission, just like threw it back in a braid. If I could, I would wear gym shorts and a t-shirt every day. So luckily, wearing a skirt feels like gym shorts if you get comfy ones. So that was a bonus. So I just was really intrigued to see how this would go. And a lot of other missionaries would ask us if we were getting along, because just looking at us, we don't look like we would get along. Like, we just have very different views. But we did. She became one of my greatest friends. Like, I love her, and I love that she reminds me, like, she's very different from me, but that people are different. They have different views about the world, and that's okay. And we can all live the gospel in our own way, and that it's definitely up to God to judge where they're at spiritually. And so that really helped me with teaching people. And I just thought of an amazing experience that I had. So my first birthday on the mission, I had this secret goal of getting a new investigator. Like, we were in an area that it was hard to find people to teach, and I was like, God's gonna bless me on my birthday with someone to teach. This is gonna be so fun. And it was like the worst day of missionary work I've ever had. Like, it was awful. The best part about the day was that my zone leaders brought me a watermelon with 20 candles in it, which was pretty amazing, actually. And it was a pretty good watermelon. But that was the best part of the day. It was just not good for missionary work. So a year later, me and this companion I just talked about, that we were very different, but we got along great. We were in the car going to dinner with some members. We'd kind of planned it out because I was going home in 2 months, and I'd been in the area for a long time, so I knew a lot of people. And so we were on our way to dinner, and we got a phone call from someone, and he said, "Hi, sisters." And we're like, "Hi, who's this?" And he's like, "This is Sean Miller, and I was wondering if you would teach my wife." And in the car, we're just like, yes, we would love to." And he said, "Perfect, like, when can you come over?" And I was like, how about tomorrow? And they're like, "Okay." So we got a phone call to start teaching this girl on my birthday. And so we went to go start teaching her, and she is like one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Her name is Denise, and she had been going to church for 2 years already with her husband and his family. His family lived close, and she was just so ready. We didn't have to set a baptismal date. She set her own. And at first I thought, this person, she doesn't even need the missionaries. She already knows. She's been going to church for a long time. She doesn't really need us to talk about faith, and so we're just gonna speed through these lessons. She's gonna get baptized, and she's not even gonna remember us. And she actually became one of our greatest friends. Just the connection that you can make when talking about the gospel is amazing. It's something, creates a really solid friendship, because you learn a lot about a person when you talk about the things they believe, because the struggles they have come up, and the struggles you've had come up, how you gained your testimony, and as you just share things from the scriptures together, it became obvious that we were going to be friends. And I was really excited about that, because I didn't think we were at first. And so that was definitely an amazing experience. And I learned, like, she definitely has some different views than I do about some things, but that doesn't mean that they're wrong. They're just different. And that was a really cool experience for me.